Do male and female students perform differently in math? In this video, I will show you how to analyze this using SPSS, from entering your data to comparing averages, running a statistical test, and finally visualizing the results. So stick on to this video to learn how to use SPSS. So let's get started. At the lower left side, you will see two views or tabs, one data view and the other variable view. In the data view, if you have a dataset, you will see it here, and the variable properties will be shown in the variable view, and you can change it from here. So first we will be creating our dataset. We can also import it also. We'll show you how to import it later, but first we'll be seeing how to enter the data. So first we'll give a name for the variable. We'll type gender, which will be our variable, and the variable type will be string. So we'll be choosing string. If it is numeric value, we'll choose numeric. The characters is up to 8. We'll click OK. The width will be 8. Values, for the values, since it is a gender and a categorical variable, we will label it. For 0, we will label it as female, and for male we will label it as 1, and add and click OK. For the missing values, it will be none, column 8, and we will align this variable to the center. For the measure, we will keep it nominal because it is a string. If it is like a high, low and medium, then we have to choose the ordinal, otherwise it is nominal for the categorical variable. And the role will be in input type, since we will be typing the results. And for the math score, we will name it math underscore, and this will be numeric. It has automatically recognized numeric. 8 decimal places, we won't be using in decimal places, we'll leave it 0. Here values will be none, missing values none. We will align it to the center as well. Measurement, we'll keep it scale, since it is numeric. For numeric, we keep it scale. And input. Now if we go to the data view, now we will see that our variable names are here and we can input the data. So let's say we will be creating our data. We will be randomly selecting the data set, and for the score, so this is how we can create a data set, whether it is a categorical variable or a numerical variable. Or if we want to import an external data set, so we can import it very easily from the files. We go to the open option and select data, and it will allow us to browse our local PC to find that specific data set. I have kept it in downloads, and I will select the file types to all, so that I can see all type of files here. You can see the Excel files. I want to import this data for SPSS Excel file and open it, and it will also allow us to which worksheet we want to import. Here I want to import the worksheet 1. Okay, I will select it and press OK. So after importing the external dataset, if we go to the variable view, we can see all the variables here and their properties, and if needed we can change the variable properties from here as well. But to keep this simple, we will be using our previous dataset of the gender and math scores. You can find this dataset from the description below, and I encourage you to follow along with me for better understanding of the analysis in SPSS. Before we start analyzing, it is always a good practice to check the descriptive statistics and frequencies of your variables. So first we will go to the Analyze tab, and from the descriptive statistics we will go to the frequencies, and we will only see the frequencies for the gender. We will select the gender to the right, and we will select the statistics, and from there we can select the mean, median, mode. If we like, we can also select the variance range from here, but since it is a categorical variable, we don't need to. Continue. We can also select charts from here. We will select the pie charts, and the frequencies we will select continue, and OK. So this will give us the frequencies of our categorical variable and a pie chart you can see here. So we can see our number of female is 7 and number of male is 9, and here is the pie chart. Now we will see the descriptive statistics for the math score. We will again go to the Analyze tab, Descriptive Statistics, and then select Descriptives. From here we can see our numerical variable, and we'll select it to the right, and we'll go to the options. From the options we can see different descriptive statistics. We'll select the mean, we'll also select sum, we'll select the variance, standard error mean. We can also select the distributions, kurtosis and skewness, and everything is okay. We'll select continue, and OK, and this will give us the descriptive statistics for the math scores. We can see the minimum is 60, maximum is 95, sum is 1261. Here are other measurements like the standard error. We can also see the skewness, kurtosis. So this is how you can see your frequencies for the categorical variable and descriptive statistics for the numerical variables. Now let's compare the average marks between male and female students. Go to Analyze and select Compare Means, and select Means. From there select the math score to dependent list and the gender to independent list, and also go to the options. From here you will see what statistics it will be giving us: mean, number of cases, and standard deviation. But we also want the minimum for the male females and the maximum for the male females, and we also be wanting the median as well. And continue, and we will select OK, and this will give us the results. We can see the mean for the female is 70.29 and the male it is 85.44. We can also see the minimum for female is 60 and the minimum for male is 70, maximum for female is 80 and maximum for male is 95. We can also see the median for both genders. But how do we know if this difference in mean between male and female is significant or not? For that we have to use the t-test. First we will go to our data view again, and then from there we will select the Analyze, and from there we will again go to the Compare Means and select Independent Samples t-test. From there we will be selecting the math scores to the test variable and the gender to the grouping variable, and we will also select the define groups. And for the defined groups we have given 0 for female, and 1 for male. Continue. We can also select the options, and from there we will be seeing the confidence interval, which will be 95%, which is standard. We will select continue and OK. and this will give us the results for the independent samples t-test, and we will look for the two-tail p-value. Here it is. So we can see that equal variances assumed, the p-value is 0.02, and equal variances not assumed, it is 0.01. In both cases the p-values are less than 0.05, so we can easily reject the null hypothesis here. If we assume the null hypothesis like there is no significant difference between the math scores of male and female, and we can safely say that there is significant differences between the math scores of male and female. Now let's visualize these results. Go to our data view again and select graphs and select chart builder, and from there we will be selecting the bar chart from here and drag a bar chart to our display, and we will be dragging our gender as x-axis and the math score to the y-axis, and the statistics for the chart will be means, and everything is okay, and we will click OK, and this will generate us a bar chart for the male and female. We can see that from the chart there is a visible difference between the math score of male and female. However, t-test tells us whether that difference is statistically significant or not, and from the t-test p-value we can see that it is statistically significant. So we always use both the visual and statistical analysis together to confirm if a difference is statistically different or not. Finally, we can also run a regression analysis here, but to do the regression analysis we need to convert this gender categorical variables into a dummy variable, and we'll also add the age. For that we'll go to the variable view and type gender dummy, and we'll also create another variable as age, and we will also align it to the center, both the variables, and make both scale. And we'll go to the data view and we'll manually just do it for the dummy variable. We'll keep 0 for the female and 1 for the male. We will also enter the ages. We don't want the decimal place values, so we will remove the decimal places to 0. So now we can run the regression analysis. Go to Analyze tab, and from there select regression and linear. From there we will be selecting the math score to dependent variable, and our independent variable will be the gender dummy and age. Note that we could not select the gender as independent variable when it was categorical variable, but when we have converted into a dummy variable with numeric values, now we can select the gender dummy to the independent section, and we will also select the age here. We can go to the statistics, we will select the R square. We can also select the collinearity diagnostic. We will select the confidence intervals to 95, continue, and OK. And this gives us the results for the regression analysis. So we can see the R square value is 0.520, adjusted R square is 0.446, which is not so great, and our significance is 0.08. Okay, we want to see the coefficients. So in this coefficient table we can see the constant here, and we can also see the coefficient for the gender dummy, which is 14.79, and for the age it is 0.43. So this is how we can also do the regression analysis in SPSS. So finally comes the big part. We have to select all these analysis results and graphs in a single page. So for that we have to go to the file and select save as, and it will allow us to browse into our local folders, and I will select the downloads. From the downloads I will be selecting the results, and there I will name it as SPSS data analysis, and click save. This will save our all the results and tables and the graph in a single format.